Hi, this is MaLa Broussard with another MaLa travel guide. We are in downtown Houston and it's cold. Um, I can't look cute when it's cold because I like to be warm. Sorry, y'all. I love to be warm. Um, I don't know what the temperature is today. I think it's around the in the 50s. Um, I just want to talk to you and come to you and talk about the um, blast that happened in Northwest Houston that took the life of two um, workers at the Watson grinding plant in Houston, Texas. I just wanted to let you know that I did feel the blast in that incident, and just my heart and my mind goes out to the families, friends, co-workers of the deceased and the people that passed away um, in that blast. And thank goodness that um, the blast did not stay like later or happen later, because a lot of other people would have really got injured, and it'd have been a whole lot worse than it was um, than it happening at 4 something in the morning. And sometimes I feel like God has a divine way of making uh, giving people a wake-up call and letting people know that your life is very short and is valued, and you really need to get to work and do what uh, your talents are, your purpose is. You need to really dig in deep to really figure out what you want to do with your life, because tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. I mean, I'm telling you, tell the people that you love around you, you love them every day. Tell the people, that mean the most to me, how thankful you are and appreciative you are of them. And really thank the people that have ordered your steps in your career and your personal growth and development, and you becoming who you are today. You really need to thank these people, because you might not have a chance to tell them if they're not here on this if they're not here anymore, and you can't tell them to their face. I lately, this is what I've been doing. I've been really thanking and being appreciative of the people that have helped me along my way, and that I was doing that at the end of 2019, and I'm still doing it now at the beginning of 2020, to let people know. And I am too calling out people that um, have stifled my life in a way where it had prevented me from growing for a long time, and really confronting a lot of um, things that I feel that could have been prevented. And really, you know, I just needed guidance. Sometimes you just need guidance and you need a foundation. And some people in my life just didn't do that for me at a young age. And I'm just like, I just needed somebody, just one person to lead me and say, hey, look, you can go this way or you can go that way. And I didn't have that. I had me thinking what way I needed to go, instead of having somebody guide me through the process. So I really had to figure out a lot of things on my own, and really think about like how like my dad taught me, and use those principles and those uh uh what I want to say, those, I guess, rules that would help me in my life and guide me through, the the valley, um, and that really sustained me. But when I really started to um, become, you know, really spiritually, really get involved in what I really wanted to accomplish or really wanted to do, I had to be removed from my environment. And a lot of times people are scared to move from their environment and move to a different step in their life. And if you don't, a lot of times, if you in that bubble where you just can't go left, you can't go right, you can't go up, you can't go down, sometimes you have to change your environment. And sometimes it's maybe for a year, 2 years, maybe it's for 6 months, maybe it's for 9 months. It depends. For me, it was 2 years. I had to remove myself, from the place I love, Houston, for 2 years to realize, maybe a little bit under a year, but 2 years, but to realize what was important to me and look at the bigger picture and look at exactly what MaLa wanted and look at what would work the best for her and figure out, like, what is she good at and what is she how can she create something out of nothing and make it into something that is sought out for, that is needed, that is wanted in my community, and I can bring it back and I can really share my experiences and help people to do the same thing I've done, but in an unorthodox way. Because everything I'm doing right now is so non-traditional, so unorthodox, and just not really heard of a person locally doing. I feel like I am a trendsetter that sets a trend, and now I have created a way where a lot of people can bounce ideas off of, and they can grow whatever things they trying to grow to make it better and to streamline things. The thing with that is we have to have the right people in the positions to allow this process to come into fruition. So I am trying to build a team where we all can do this, and it'd be a regular, it'd be just like brushing your teeth in the morning, a regular occurrence that happens. Because sometimes I feel like news reporters are so unattainable, and they're like so high up that it's like almost impossible to reach. You know what I mean? And how I report media and news is really, I'm a local person in the community. I'm an advocate in my community. I am a person people can relate to. People can, like, actually, I've had people just come up to me on, while walking, and said, thank you for that, what you did, and this and that. And I'm just like, okay, I would do that anyway if I wasn't, if I'm not doing what I'm doing now, I would still do that. But the impact is a lot different now because people are understanding that it's bigger than me. It really is. And like I said, I love what I do. I have passion for what I do. And even though I go through trials and tribulations and really can get frustrated at times, and just really just think that, wow, am I really going to break through this chain link that's on me? You know what I mean? Can I break through? And like, I had a lot of wins, and I had a lot of failures. And I don't want to say even failures. I want to just say maybes. So I'm there. But I think they want to know a little bit more about me before they let me knock and come in. So it's just been an awesome opportunity to really, like, be involved in what I'm doing, and really just the impact. I didn't realize it was just going to be this kind of impact. And I say, I'm just a small town girl, living in my city we call Houston, reporting. MaLa speaks from a locals' point of view, reporting news, sports, entertainment, lifestyle stuff, and networking events, and just entertainment events all together that's going on in my city. Because I love my city. Is so eclectic. It's so like it's a lovable people here. Like, I'm telling you, like, you just have to come walk these streets, and I'm telling you, you're gonna have a blast here. And I would love to be able to show you around my city and really show you the highlights, of our area, and what we're trying to build, and what things that we are wanting to change in our community, and how we can do it banding together to make it better. Houston, we don't want to be a New York, we don't want to be a LA, we don't want to be Atlanta, we want to be Houston. And that's the difference between us. There's nothing like here. I mean, we have more consonants here than a lot of places in the nation, and you can speak any type of language here, and we have a translator for that language. Like, it is crazy. Like, it is just awesome that I live in this city. Like, it's so awesome. And this is where I grew up. This is where I had my most challenging struggles. This is the place where I had a lot of heartbreak and a lot of heartache here. And this is the place that actually molded me for who I am today. It really did. On behalf of my dad being the steer horse of a lot of principles, a lot of life help aids, things that made sense, just a lot of really just a lot of lessons to be learned. Like, he taught me, and he just took the time out to really teach me certain things. And like, now, as I'm getting older, I'm understanding why he did it. And just like, it's just crazy, because I can't really tell him, like, man, like, this is awesome, how I'm like really understanding like why he taught me this, and reason why he taught me the way he did, and how he saw the potential in me before I knew it in myself, and how he just, sometimes you just need somebody just to believe in you and just support you. Sometimes that's all you need, and that's what he did. He believed in me. He supported me. He never, anything that I told him I wanted to do or anything, he just like, you will always have to go the long way on the path. You will never be able to take shortcuts. And I'm just like, why? Like, I want to take shortcuts, you know what I mean? In life, people want to take shortcuts so bad. And I was like, man, I want to take a shortcut. I want to do this, I want to, control the situation. I know I can do it. I'm going this way. And no, it stopped. It's like, no, you're not in control of this. You cannot run this. I'm running this. You know what I mean? You are not running nothing, because anything I forced or wanted things to go in a way that I wanted it to go, it didn't work. It did not work. But when I waited and listened for guidance, and instruction and direction, and that divine knowledge and wisdom came to my mind, and just cultivated creativity and cultivated innovativeness, cultivated all my dreams and aspirations, and just really just horned on that like over and over and again. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna take this leap of faith, and I'm just gonna go and see what happens. Look, I don't know what the end result gonna be, but you know what? I am willing to do the work. Are you willing to do the work? People here talk, but they don't want to do the work. Do the homework. You got to do the homework. If you don't do the homework, you're not going to grow. You're not going to get to the next step you're trying to get into. You're not going to get the meat that sometimes God wants you to get. You have to get meat first. And then you can you'll be able to set the foundation. You'll have a divine calling, and you'll have a defined pathway you're going, and you'll know when you get off that path, you'll know you're not going the right way. He will immediately convict you and say, you are going the wrong way. Turn around, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Let's get back on this track, on this yellow brick road. You are not going the right direction. And when you do that, I mean, I've done it countless of times, and sometimes I don't want to hear, the voice that tells me, MaLa, get up. MaLa, go. MaLa, go to that event. MaLa, you might see somebody that might change your life. MaLa, go and do the work. You just need continuously overflowing of real, so people can see what you are capable of. Okay? Because some people can't imagine if they ain't seen nothing. You know what I mean? And so once you show people what you do, and they can imagine with you, and they can see where it can lead to, and they can see, how many, how much my audience engages with me, and how much my followers love the content that I'm putting out when I do my media creation, and what, that my impact is really affecting people that really engage with me. That takes it a whole nother totally different ball game. It really does. It really, really does. And I have to stand in my own truth. I have to dwell in my own truth. I have to be myself. I can't be like anybody else. I can't be like anybody else. I remember when I heard Kobe Bryant's documentary, and he said he was afraid to fail. He said failure was not an option for him. And he thought that simple-mindedly, because, this was after, this was after he retired, and he was thinking about how life was going to be after playing basketball. He didn't have a college degree. He didn't have this. He didn't have that. He didn't have a lot of things, but he knew basketball. That's what he knew. And the gift of it was he taught his daughters how to play basketball. He taught them how the game was played. He taught her how, what to do in certain situations. He took her to games. He studied with her. He walked with her. He held her hand and let her know this is what it looks like. This is what zone looks like. This is what boxing out looks like. This is what posting looks like. This is what a jumper looks like. This is what, the two-step jump back looks like. This is like the Ginobili looks like. Like, he really studied and helped his children learn the principles, the discipline, everything that goes behind basketball. Because basketball, any kind of sports, helps you in your life. It helps you with discipline. It helps you with respect. It helps you with sportsmanship. It helps you with humility. It helps you with compassion. It helps you with empathy. It helps you with understanding somebody else's story from their point of view, and not just looking at your own sometimes. Some people are so selfish in this world, they just think about them, and they don't think about anybody else. Though I can tell you, those people have never played a sport in their life. I can tell you from experience, they've never played a sport in their life. Because if they had played sports, the whole aspect, their thinking, their way of life would be different. I grew up in the country. I have a different type of mindset than city people. I have a different kind of mindset. Not saying their mindset is not sound. I'm just saying that mine is so organic and so natural and just so simple and easygoing. When you come to the city, everything is, to me, is so complex. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be complex. It just has to be real. You just have to be real. You just have to be real, seriously. And when you're real, people be real with you, you know? And that's how it is in life. As I truck on with my travels, just wanted to just give you this pep talk on a Friday morning, because I think somebody might need it. I think somebody might need somebody to get them out of the gunk they're in today. Sometimes you need somebody to push you out of that bed when you want to really lay down. Sometimes you need to have a person to walk with you along those routes where you just need an extra push to do that idea, or do that position, or do that job, or just the idea that you've been having. Just start the business plan. And just a lot of people are stuck. And don't limit yourself. Do not limit yourself. And I don't want you to be stuck. I want you to have freeness when you come to my channel, MaLa Broussard. I want you to have a sense that you can do whatever you put your heart, your mind, and your soul into. I'm telling you from experience, you can do it. You can do it. If you don't have to have a lot of money. You don't have to have a lot of anything. All you need to have is the want to do better. You have to want to do better. When you want to do better, you do better. And I believe that in my heart that you will. And I think that in life, we do a lot of things. We eat the great snacks, that's not healthy for us. We eat, we do detrimental things to our body that we shouldn't do. Why don't you turn that into you becoming healthy? Why don't you turn that into you helping somebody else do a meal plan? Why don't you, change how you look at stuff? And, I'll just challenge you. Do a good deed to one person every day and see how God blesses you in your life. Do a good deed one time every day. Pick somebody out. It could be random. It could be a coworker. It could be somebody that's struggling. Somebody that might need an encouraging word. When Kobe Bryant had passed away, a lot of people know I love sports and I'm into basketball. And I'm so thankful that a lot of them came to me and was like, "Are you okay?" And, it's sad that this happened, but this is just a wake-up call to let you know that life is so short. Like, don't let your opportunity pass you by and you didn't accomplish what you should accomplish throughout your life. Don't let life take you that way. Don't let life take you where you have not been nice to anybody. Don't let that happen. So, till I see you again, this is MaLa Broussard with another MaLa Travel Guide. We out. Bye.